we get it early because we're testing every day. There isn't a guidebook for trying to figure out what to do next. What we try to do is set our principles.
Yeah, we'll do that later. All right, welcome everybody. We're about a quarter till 2 here. Going to be playing more of Tibalt's Trickery. It's a deck. You may have seen it. It's silly. Someone called it stupid. Maybe they need to have a mouth rinsed out with soap, but still. It is a ridiculous deck that does ridiculous things, and we are going to try to do some of those ridiculous things today and enjoy much of it, so feel free to get in here and join us. Oh. We got the land. We got the fuel. We just need the engine block. Do we keep it? So, the answer is normally no. The answer is just normally no. We don't keep this. You're just supposed to mulligan to find the answer. To find... it's like close to the same hand, just without the fuel and the engine block. Like, so let's go to 5. There you go. That's keepable. That's a snap keep. You're gonna just go ahead and do this. We don't have the land, but we will find it. You know, it's one of those things. Can't do that, so won't keep that. That seems less good, so we won't keep that. Just gotta find a red source. It's not good to get to 6 lands. This does help, but this is only in the deck. It's only really in the deck in case you have to play a real game of Magic. In case it gets dragged on. So there it is. Just going to go ahead and shove that out. And we're going to pass the turn. And we're going to see if we can do some silly stuff on turn 3. Which turn 3 seems to be the best time to do it. Turn 2 seems to be a tad too early, and you always seem to bust, at least myself. Turn 3 seems to be right on time. Turn 4 seems to be a little late, and I've had like a 60% chance of just falling on my face instead of... So full control, put that up. We're going to cancel our Tormund's Crypt. Counter, rather not cancel. Counter it, we're going to choose 1, 2, 3 random. We're going to mill in 1, 2, 3, and then up. That's a Eugene on turn 3. There you go. Hey, yeah, sure, that's getting exiled, so I'm glad you did it now. That's actually not, because that's only going to take care of this. This stick around, it's only colored. Permanent, each permanent with gay. With more than one color, yeah. So I guess we're just going to be smart and start shooting our opponent in the face for 3 and ticking up our Ugin 2. We do it, you know, until we don't. Which will probably be when we draw 7 cards and put 7 permanents onto the field or whatever. Yeah, draw 7, gain 7. We'll continue to play lands, but yeah, I'm not worried about that. I don't know what some of these cards do. I haven't really taken a close look at this new set. I have done a few sealed. I have done a few drafts. I have done fairly well because, well, in sealed the rhythm's all the same. Take your best cards and try to put them into play. It's going to be slow anyway, so. Alright. You have that enter tap. We're up to 5. That's really good, you know. 5's right where you want to be. In all honesty, we're probably just dead because this deck doesn't do anything if it doesn't just win. They've got some kind of coherent, you know, Magic the Gathering deck that they put together that, you know, is supposed to do something. Our deck technically already did its something. Well, there's something to have and to hold. We'll do that next turn. That's a pretty good draw. I don't hate that. But, you know, let's see what he does. Main stager? I don't know. Could be he. I'm always going to say he. I'm sorry for my lady viewers out there. I understand that you're counted. Oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. I'll look at the top 5. I'll put that into play. I'll put that into play. Do you want to put that into play? Yeah. And that. And then we'll draw some more cards too, because we draw like 2 cards or whatever. Yeah. This will resolve. You don't get to play that silly guy. You don't even need to. You're playing a weird mono black tell all kill all deck. Since we have the world tree, I'm gonna actually think to just keep that up on top. Because now that I have that land in play, I think we're allowed to just cast whatever we want, right? Like all of them tap for... Yeah, G-Jules, guys. We'll put this land into play. Obviously have it enter tapped. And since we can do that, we'll just spin the dice again, right? Like, since you can, you should, I suppose, is what they say. And we can, so we should. Thank you, world. See, this is why this card is in the deck. Like, a lot of the decks that I saw were playing the obnoxious, and then we'll do this. This is beautiful. Wow. Wow. A lot of decks that I saw weren't playing as many of these like flip lands. They were playing more of this stuff, and like this stuff isn't bad, but like it's really crucial if you're looking to play like if you're just trying to hedge bets and like make this a real deck and turn it into like a possibility of not just immediately dying if Tibalt's trickery doesn't give you something good. Get in there, dude. I can't kill both of them. Double block. Double block. He's got the ticket. Once again. This could be an elephant plane. This could be a genderless elephant plane, for all I know. I'm always going to refer to as he. No, not my Tibby! Other Tibby, block for your 7. I guess there's no combination. That's 8, that's 9, that's 7. Yeah, just, you got him, dog. Way to kill a Tibalt. So we ended up having to play like a real game of Magic, but like turns out we still win. And like, I'm alright with it, I suppose. This guy's got Trample and Haste, so we're gonna swing. Next turn, we have a pretty controlled play in playing this bad baby, the Serpent. Yep. Oh snap! That's right. He has some outs. You got a new Eugene somewhere in the deck. He just does 3 to the face. He's got Trample, boys. Real game of Magic the Gathering. This is boring. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I can tell you this, that when my editing guy Stokely gets it, this game, unless something crazy happens, probably not going to be in there. I was like, deal. So you can't block it. That's 7. That's 8. That's 8 that you could block. And I get to kill all of it, which I'm fine with. So do 1 to you, kill all of that. We're back here where you get to create a 3/3. I just got a riggedy rippy Eugene off the top. That's what I've been trying to say all along. Nah, I don't care about a Eugene, brah. Give me my Eugene. I don't think I have any God cards in here. We could have won. Once again, I said it about 26 minutes ago. Not literally, but if this deck does one thing, and if you're forced to play a real game of Magic, like you can get out, and I'd probably threw there with that swing. I didn't think that he'd triple block. I mean, I see what he did, but you know, there's things you can get away with. But was it the right play? Is it 3 for 1? It's not the wrong play. Was it a misplay? Maybe I was just supposed to hang back. Maybe, but I mean, like he's got a 6/6. But like once again, all I'm playing for is more time. All I was doing was digging for Eugene. If I get Eugene, I slam Eugene into the board. I win the game. Deal 3 damage to his face. +2. Looks hot. Nope. See, these always get you. It's like perfect. It's like, do you get it? I'm going to keep this, actually. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to throw back Gen Wave. I'm going to continuously call it Gen Wave. Genesis. Whatever. It's the card. Draw it naturally. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we were hoping to see off that. So let the fun begin. That's what we're going to be doing. We're gonna put this into play. We're gonna do some things. Our opponent probably sees it coming. Let's go, Eugene. Take an 8/8 off the top. It's better than Tibalt's trickery or whatever you can get. Take off full control and commence smack face. This is like the most vanilla thing. Like, I know there's people out there that just probably squeeze for this and like die in the moment of finding their, you know, Godzilla card on turn 2 and but like, yeah, I don't care for this at all. This is cute at best, but like spot removal just gets me right back to having to play a real game. He doesn't have it. That's great. Yeah, we'll just keep that right there, actually. Yeah. Yeah. This is exactly what I expected. We'll be good players and we'll cycle on his turn. Their turn. Its turn. Our opponent's turn. I should just concede. So I'm going to. Yeah, good game. Like, we didn't get to do our thing. We did our thing. It was bad. Thinking about replacing this because it's just a drop. Some pretty unique ways you can build this deck. I don't suggest doing it unless you don't mind hours of losing at, you know, or stretches of losing rather. Maybe not hours, but you do end up stretching on and on for a time being of just lose. Sometimes I'm surprised I even, you know, start playing this deck like we were playing it yesterday, where if it just didn't have it, or just get lucky and get to keep 7. That's pretty hot. It doesn't happen a lot here. Tap that full control. We'll go 0. I want to confirm that 0. I am now going to enter the countering of my own spell. I agree upon paying that mana. Exit full control. Let the game roll, baby. He's going to go get a land and seem important for a moment with his City of Brass sleeves. That is my second least favorite. So he's Teamer Ramp, or some kind of whatever. I know Teamer Big Stuff or something like that is a deck right now. But he's at 4. Click that. No. We're doing this. We're doing Tibalt's Trickery until the end of time. It's the best. It's the best deck. Everybody sign on for it. You'll enjoy it thoroughly. There are some hang-ups about the deck that I have. And this is a part of it. I hate losing the game. I've always hated losing the game before you get to play it. So it was really hard for me to enter into an agreement with myself almost about just picking up a deck that I knew that I was going to have to concede before the game even started, you know, some amount of time to where it's just like, can't keep. Can't keep. No land. So like, the way I look at it is you got 3 requirements in a keep. You have to have Tibalt's Trickery, you have to have a 0-drop, you have to have a red land source. I mean, two land sources, obviously. One can be tapped, you know, but you have to have those things. When you have 2, it's close, but it never feels good. It never feels good when you're like, okay. But then, of course, if you go to 4, you have to have a perfect hand. Just kind of got to keep on 5, unfortunately. Just hope we hit big. I really wish that one of these came into play tapped and let us scry. Let us get an extra look, if you will. But that's not the case, so of course we draw more fuel. No card to put it in. I'm bad at Magic. I'm sorry, everybody. Nope. I'm assuming Black White Angels is correct in that theory. We are going to just play Tibalt out here, or God of Lies, I guess, or whatever. We know who it is. It's Tibalt. We'll take your Baneslayer from you. You can play a fair game of Magic. How about that? It's a good card. That's probably going to be a good game here. My guy's going to be able to tap some stuff, kill my thing, take his Baneslayer back. We're going to be stuck on 4 mana playing a real game of Magic when that's not what we came to do. Once again, the deck relies on having those 3 pieces, you know, 2 pieces of mana, 1 being red source, a 0-drop, and then having Tibalt's Trickery in hand at the beginning of the game. Being able to do it on turn 2, turn 3 is almost a necessity for the deck. You can get by if you get one off and your opponent does something and you're on like 5 lands and your opponent does like you know, if you've been seeing like a return creature to your hand or you know something to the effect. If they manage to kill the 8/8 that you put onto the battlefield or whatever, say snap keep. Once again, it's rare to get 7 where you have all 3 of your ready to go engines. Gladly keep that right where it is because we want to grab another Tibalt's Trickery as soon as possible as well. But this always feels good. Being on the play and then being on the draw and having it on 7 means our opponent gets to play 1 land, and yeah, it's usually a tap land in this environment. So we get to just go full control immediately, play the Tormod's Crypt out, hold priority. Gonna counter our Tormod's Crypt with Tibalt's Trickery, mill some cards, and get a 7 mana Planeswalker on turn 2. It's not bad. Once again, it's quite good when now you know that your opponent at least probably has like at least 2 to 3 turns where they can't deal with this problem. Turns around, has the answer on 2. I feel like an idiot. Let's have it. The suspense is killing us. Come on, opponent. Yep. And see, once again, it's stuff like that where it's just like, what do we do now? Well, now we're trying to find the second Tibalt's shenanigans to get ourselves back in the game because our opponent just stole it from us. Bunch of lands in this card. He's going to make some 1/1s, folks. Watch out. Alright. At least it's like a control deck. So, like, I haven't given up yet, A, because we still have a piece. We can find Tibalt's Trickery off top and start spinning the wheel again. But he is a control deck, so that is a little bit of concern, too. His interests are drawing cards if on his turn or mine. So we'll have to see if counters are a part of his regimen. What happened to you? We're never playing this Tibalt, so we're just going to do this. D-stroke, and got it. So we're right, we do have to watch out for D-stroke. That's a serious concern. Kind of shuts us down a bunch. still, it's not. I mean, it's nothing that we have to concede the game to. We can get through it with Tibalt's trickery if we get the right thing. If he taps out. I like what he's doing here, though. This is like a cute little. It's like my style of cute deck. Draw cards, play things like this that are like no creatures at all. I guess, you know, this is your limitations on what a creature is. Think we're good here. He keeps on being a good control player, holding up his D-stroke. He knows what's up. He's just waiting for us to Tibalt's trickery so he can... I mean, it'd be one thing if we had World Tree with all those ultimatums in our hand. We would have kept it around, seen what we could do, see if we could get in there. One more time into the breach. Yeah. What's up? You can come in.
I was looking at this pink. When you get a minute, I'm just cleaning up. If you could take that tree out.
Yeah, I got you.
Just dump it. I want to keep the.
Yeah. I kind of figured.
Just dump it.
Keep the Voss that it's in.
Yeah, I mean you could like dump it in like the woods so it can like decompose there.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I was just thinking about if
Good game, opponent.
I haven't asked her yet, Ashton. She said
Go.
that they're just hanging out at home. Come here.
Go.
I don't know. I was like, we could maybe go there and hang out,
Yeah.
but I haven't decided if I want to.
Just awkward with the baby.
I mean, the baby's pretty.
We're making Super Bowl plans, everybody.
It's a baby.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be in like a crib and
It's not like annoying.
that's fair.
I don't know. I'm trying to clean.
Sahan, folks.
Trying to clean the house up. My poor child.
I put them over there because I felt like they needed more sun. You like it?
The chives?
No.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
They don't need sun. Actually, sun's bad for paint.
Whatever. I was talking about the chives for the sun. I'll put those over there so it's like it's at my office. 'Cause they're adorable. Yours is adorable. Mine is like the third grader.
I love yours. Yeah, it is like a third grade.
Third grader quality art.
Just don't turn this into...
Like big and messy. I don't know how to make like small lines.
Takes patience and training.
Yeah.
I'm a steady hand. I guess the steady hand thing kind of has to be inherited.
This chocolate is good, by the way.
Isn't it good?
Whoa, almost made a huge mistake there, folks. Instead, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to take full control. We're going to pay 0. We're going to confirm 0. Tibalt's trickery. Stone coil thing. Submit. Full control off. Auto pay. Run the wheel. Oh boy, what do you got in store for me? Nothing. Heard. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. Well, we nuked there, but the good thing is we have one of these in hand, and we still have this. So we either spike another Tormonts or a Stone Coil Serpent, and we're back in the game. I don't care what this dude's playing a deck that's 14 years old, so I don't care what's going on with that. This is fresh. This is new. This is hot. This is spicy, if you know what I mean. This card should just be in Legacy. Like, it should just be in Legacy. There should be no questions. Wizards either is going to be dumb and ban it and they don't play test anymore, or they knew exactly what they were doing and they're dumb, because why would you do this and ban it if, you know, if you had planned it all along? The man has no black mana. This kills the man. I mean, like, the power level that we're limited to here in Standard is Eugene. And don't get me wrong, Ugin's a pretty good planeswalker to flop on over on turn 2 and make your opponent that's brought elves to the party feel real stupid. But, I mean, like, you just imagine flipping over an Ulamog, flipping over an Emrakul, flipping over something dumb. I guess that... Does that interaction work? We're keeping it. We got 2 look-sees. We got engine to put in the car. We just need to find the car. The car can't be that hard to find. There's 4 of them in the deck. We're gonna hope that it gets us places. That's the thing that matters. It's not just the car. It's, you know, can the car take us somewhere? Let us begin by praying. More land. Hurrah, hooroo. More Eugenes. If you ever feel like a match is getting stale, like this one right here, if my opponent doesn't do anything, I'm going to have to excite the Magic game up. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to do this, though, too, just because I'm still trying to play a game. But if my opponent continues to do nothing, I'm going to have to shake some things up in some short order. And you'll see what I mean by that. There's very few things you can do on online Magic to disturb the field, if you will, of what could happen with your opponent. But one thing I think that you can still do is the unnecessary. What up, bro? Pass turn. I got a green source here. Just taking life for no reason. Your life is a resource, and sometimes that resource is best used as a... See what happened here? We got our opponent to look at us and be like, huh, wow, this guy's an idiot. He just took 3 damage and then 7 damage in like less than a turn for no reason. The reason, my friends, the reason was very much real. People don't understand the reason sometimes, but it's psychology. We faked our opponent into opening up his hand. This dude's holding up so much blue, there's no way I could tell you. I'm not going to do this in all your blue mana, bro. Think I'm silly? this is what I'll do. Your turn. Tell me you have it, bro. Tell me you have some magical thing that I've not seen that costs 1 mana that you can produce from your little charm thing over there. Monocolor. That's the only problem. I get to cast both of these? What a guy. You're gonna get this 8/8 X-proof thing. That's a pretty good one to get, by the way. And then I'm gonna get this thing, and I'm gonna be like, that's gone. Champ. And that's what your opponent usually does. Hooroo! Our opponent's so mad because we... Oh, man. Best thing in the world there, folks. A little bit of psychology for the online Magic player. It's really hard. You can't get away with it every day now. I mean, like I said, like I used to... Paper Magic was a very real thing for me. And playing Paper Magic and being able to take your lands and put them in front of your creatures. Simple, stupid things that it just takes some opponents... Take them off their game. Completely don't know how to handle it anymore. Just completely flabbergasted that you would ever do something unorthodox like that. Same thing. Like, I didn't need to take 3 life there, but I feel like I slightly guilted my opponent into being like, this dude just took 3 life. I need to take this opportunity now to, like, put 4 on him right now. We know that was in our opponent's hand. Our opponent could have been just nothing. Absolutely flooded. I feel the same way. I feel like this is a gotta keeper. I gotta find that car. It's better to have the car already found. The gas is not as hard to find, I guess. Yep. That's what I would do too. Get some of that counter magic out of his hand. Gotta love it. No idea what my opponent's playing either.
It's just flawless, isn't it?
If I gotta watch one more commercial where they try to tell me that Michael B. Jordan would be the best vessel for the Alexa, I'm going to jam a toothpick directly into my eye socket. Well, that was a weird deck, and I didn't like it. I let him get his rocks off because our deck sucks. By sucks, I mean it's different. It's a different vessel. It's not really playing Magic. Sat there for like 2 minutes and let him do his thing, so I wanted to see what the hell was going on. Sorry, I was just so enamored by his tabletop fun time build, as I call it. Sometimes Magic's algorithms show signs of doing things like, I don't know, summoning up the exact card you need when you get a hand like this, where you're like, I kept 3, what are you gonna give me? Mage of Gatherers. I'll do one more turn, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So I don't want to play against Rakdos bad things. That's not fun. Ah, no, it's there. I gotta do it then. I gotta wait to see if we can smack a Eugene off turn 5, because that's still pretty good and should win you the game. Eugene's definitely the answer. Alright, spin the wheel. Let's go, Tibalt. You guys like this because you're Rakdos, right? They're all about chance and luck or whatever. Let's see what happens. Eugene! Nope. Get a 0-0. It's the first time that's happened to us. And we're gonna get out of here before we get to see it resolve. This deck can be really different, you know? I've hit a few wins in a row, I've hit a few losses in a row. It's never consistent, I'll tell you that. Enjoy the video, like and subscribe down below, do all the fun stuff. Hit the like button, support me.